Hey guys, I'm really excited. I wanted to do a review on the Kush candles from Boy Smells, and I actually have all 4 of them, so I figured I would just do them all together. These candles are so popular. I want to say that this one, the original Kush candle, is probably like their best seller. There are 4 of them, so I have that one. I have Purple Kush, Cashmere Kush, and I also have Cowboy Kush. So I'm going to talk about all of them. These 2 are actually new, but I have burned them before. So I'll talk about the scents and I'll talk about how they burn and stuff. So I've talked about Boy Smells before. I really do like them. I think they have great scents and their scents are very unique. I think a lot of times the throw on them can be really good, but in general, there are some issues with the burn. They just don't burn the same way that like a Bath & Body Works candle is going to burn, or Village or anything like that. They are generally like kind of sooty candles. You really have to trim the wicks, and they do have a tendency to tunnel. You just tunnel like crazy, honestly. Like, I've never had a Boy Smells candle that didn't like tunnel at first. Like, you honestly have to kind of do some maintenance on them. Like, whatever I do, like I feel like I always end up having to kind of just like scrape the sides. As it burns down, it becomes less of a problem and it's more even, but the first couple burns, like, they really tunnel. I don't know if it's because of the wicks. Like, the wicks have a tendency to kind of get uncentered, and like I feel like that might be a factor. Also, the wax is very sticky. Overall, I do still really like them because I think they have really great scents. So these candles are 8.5 ounces. They do have like giant candles in the 3 wicks, and they also have votives. This is like their standard size though. They're kind of like a specialty candle. This isn't like, I definitely don't burn these like I would burn Bath & Body Works candles. I do wish that they burned a little bit better, but overall I do like them because I really like the scents, and some of them actually have really good throw for such small candles. So let's start with the original. I've burned this almost all the way down. You can see in here, like, these wicks are crazy. You really have to trim these, but you can see as it gets down, it really doesn't tunnel as much, but in the beginning it does. Okay, this one smells really good. The notes say cannabis, suede, white musk, tulip, and amber. So this is actually kind of beachy smelling to me. It smells a lot cleaner than I would have expected. It is a pretty unique scent, and I really do like it. It's like a very clean, beachy, a little bit earthy, but mostly just like a soft scent. Like, honestly, this is a very soft scent, which is not what I was expecting for some reason. I definitely can smell the tulip in here. I can smell the amber. It smells really nice. It's a little bit floral, a little bit earthy, but overall very clean. So if you've ever smelled like a perfume with a cannabis note in it, that's kind of what you're getting with this. It's more of like a perfume fragrance, more of that smell. So if you've ever smelled like a perfume that has that note in it, it has that kind of almost floral smell. That's what I get from this one. It's very soft. It's softer than you probably would expect. It's a pretty friendly scent. It's not basic. Like, I don't think this is something that you would get at like Bath & Body Works, and obviously I love Bath & Body Works candles, but it does smell a little bit more unique than something that you might find in like a mainstream. It does smell a little bit different than something like that. But overall, this is a pretty friendly scent. It's very soft and very pleasing. Floral, ambery, and a little bit earthy. It's not as earthy as you probably would expect. It's pretty clean, honestly. It smells great. This one has a pretty good throw. I would say this one is more of like a 6. It's definitely scented, and it's definitely good for like a bedroom or a smaller room. This isn't like gonna be crazy in an open space. You can still kind of smell it, but something like Slow Burn or Cinder Rose has amazing throw for a little candle. This one has pretty good throw for a little candle. So overall, I do like it. I get why this is very popular. My overall thoughts would be like, this is probably softer and more friendly than you're expecting it to be. This isn't like the earthiest candle I've ever smelled, but it's a little bit earthy. It's very nice. Purple Kush, which comes with a nice pretty purple label, and it did have a purple box. Notes on this one say cannabis, violet, vetiver, cannabis flower, and suede. Okay, so this one smells almost identical to this one, except This one has a really beautiful powdery note that kind of takes over it on cold. So like when you sniff this on cold, to me, the first thing I get is that like beautiful powdery violet, and I love powdery florals. And that is what this is, but underneath that is the exact same scent as this. So if you know what Kush smells like, Purple Kush smells exactly like Kush, but with a very powdery floral on top of it. Beautiful. I absolutely love it. I think it's a very nice, authentic, powdery violet, very similar to the Guerlain fragrances that have powdery violet notes in them. That's very much what I'm getting from this, and I really, really like it. This is pretty much like that clean but slightly earthy, ambery smell, but with a very powdery, very authentic violet on top of it, and it's very nice. Interestingly, when burning, I find this to smell very similar to the original. And I think that the violet note kind of comes out less when you burn it. You can still smell it, and it doesn't smell like it smells a little bit different, but it's definitely more prominent to me on cold than it is burning, and when they're burning, they smell pretty similar to me. This one had a slightly stronger throw than this one, maybe like a 6.5, like slightly stronger than that one, but still not as strong as like Slow Burn or Cinder Rose. Very nice though. Cashmere Kush. This one is really, really nice too. The notes on this one say cannabis flower, cashmere wood, white amber, vetiver, tulip, and powdery musk. This one smells a little bit like the original. Interestingly, although this one like lists the powdery note, this one is way more powdery. This one actually smells a little bit more earthy to me than this one does. Yeah, this one has almost a saltiness. I guess probably from the cashmere wood note. Less floral than the other two. Similar base, definitely. But this one has a slightly more masculine, like salty kind of. A little bit perfumey, a little bit cologne-y. Still clean, but a little bit more warm, a little bit darker, a little bit. This one on throw is kind of on the same level as this one. So like good, but not like the strongest one. It smells very, very nice. I really like this one. Favorite one, Cowboy Kush. This one is by far my favorite. I like this one the best out of all four of these. This one smells totally different than the other ones. So the notes on this one say suede, saffron flower, labdanum, cannabis leaf, tonka, raspberry, and patchouli. This one is the heaviest. This one is the strongest. This one has the strongest throw out of them. This one is the deepest. This one smells spicy. This one smells earthy. This one smells like a sweet, spicy cologne. But it's not just a cologne scent. Most cologne candles, like the ones from Bath & Body Works, so like mahogany teakwood and black tie and flannel, they're all based on fresher colognes most of the time, more like citrusy kind of colognes. I always want candles that smell like sweet, smoky, like deep, dark colognes. And I love the fresh ones too, but I always want candles that smell like this. And this one is perfect. There's more in here than cologne, but it's definitely got that like, this one is sweet because it has that like tonka. It definitely smells smoky. It smells kind of heavy and warm. Definitely get that suede note. The tonka for sure. It's very sweet, very dark, very smoky. This one is my favorite by far. I absolutely love this one. If you like darker, deeper, sweet scents, you would like this. Not sweet in like a candy way, of course. In like a dark, smoky tonka kind of way. Definitely the most masculine one and the most unique out of all of them. So like these two are probably the most similar, and then this one is a little bit similar to those two but different, and this one to me is totally different. This one's the best one. This one is definitely my favorite. Most like friendly one, like the one that I think would please the most people, probably this one. This one too. This one, I think you have to like powdery florals, which I do. Best throw, this one. Lightest throw, this one. They all burn pretty much the same in my experience. Overall, I do like these. I think that the scents are really unique, and that's kind of why I get them. I would love it if they tunneled less, but overall I do really like them because I love the scents and I think they're fun for like a special candle. It's all pretty unique too. I don't think any of these are like really basic scents. This one is probably the most basic, but even so, it's not. I haven't smelled anything that smells exactly like this. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later.